couple of years ago, my parents visited for Easter. And my dad is a fairly reserved person. He's not the most emotional, but for some reason he brought two photos with him. And the first is of a little African-American girl coming up to this blonde white girl, and the girl is sitting down on a stool, and clearly there's a civil rights march going on in the background. And the second picture then is of the two girls. They're 4 years old. They're playing and they're sitting together and they're talking. They're clearly going to be friends. I saw those photos and I just knew that is a story. That is an amazing story, historical perspective. Add in mystery, add in what was going on. What did the girls see behind the scenes? Why was the FBI father taking this little girl to a civil rights march? You know, why was he taking pictures of these two little girls? Wouldn't it be amazing if these two little girls still knew each other or found each other now? It just was a story. It had to be told. Snapshot opens up with James Waldron, the FBI agent. He's at the civil rights march. He's brought his daughter. We'll find out about why much later in the book. And it starts out with the shot. Both the shot of the pictures being shot, James taking pictures of Lisa, his little girl, and this other little girl, and their backs are on this whole civil rights march. Dad, James, is taking the pictures. He's there as an FBI agent. He's supposed to be working. But he's taking pictures of his daughter and this little girl instead. And then another shot rings out, two in fact, where we have a civil rights leader who is marching in that protest, which you'll see in Snapshot, in the actual pictures, shot down. Now there's a man on death row who is going to be executed within a few weeks, who is convicted of killing that civil rights leader. The FBI father knows it wasn't him. And now he has to enlist Lisa and find this other little girl to make sure that they get this man off death row. This book is the most personal book I have ever, probably will ever write. That's me in those pictures. That's another little girl. And my father took those pictures and gave them to me all these years later. I would love to meet that little girl. I would love to meet her. And if writing this book, maybe she'll see it. Maybe that could bring us back together after all these years. I would love to hear her perspective of what she saw that day. The photos are real. The scene is real. From there, it's fiction. But my father actually took those pictures. And I believe that there was a reason that's greater than I'll ever know, that for some out of the blue cause, he brought me those snapshots. Of all the pictures he could have brought to me that Easter, of all the things he could have sent me, why did he bring those two snapshots? Because there was a story that needed to be told. And there's only one person in the world that could write that story, and that's me.